Society today, we are being attacked constantly with inauthentic conversations, fakeness, trying to look cool, trying to be somebody we're not. That is why the Damn Dude podcast is here to have the authentic conversations that need to be had in a way that will make you think and say, Damn Dude. What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast. This is a show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude. You dig? Really just some shit to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different contexts and perspectives that we have and we carry and share and observe in this lifetime. Because I truly believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the easier, doper, and just smoother life is. And it's easier to just understand things and people and situations and problems this way. So that's why the show exists, as well as to help create a legacy for my family so my great-great-great-great-great-grandkids can know where they come from, the cloth they're cut from, and what life was like in fucking 2023, right? So, this is season 3, episode 20, and it's kind of another little ghetto episode. No video footage this time again, just audio. Kind of crappy sounding audio, but it's okay, it does the trick. Currently doing my second workout for 75 Hard Phase 1, and recording this podcast at the same time. Because when you do 75 hard, especially phase 1, there's more tasks. So just for the sake of documenting what it is, it's a mental toughness challenge. It's not a fitness challenge. It's a mental toughness challenge. And how it works is, first, it's 75 hard. You do 75 days of, and this applies to both. And then phase 1 gets stuff tacked onto it. So what 75 Hard is, like I said, it's a mental toughness challenge created by Andy Frisella, and it's free. Although I do recommend you go buy the app for $5 and buy the book as well, because those helped me a lot. It would have been really, really fucking hard to do this to any capacity without those tools. So they're definitely worth it, but you don't need them. They just help a lot. If you got no fucking money and don't know what to do or start, then just go listen to his podcasts about 75 Hard. But within this mental toughness challenge, it's 75 days straight of 2 45-minute workouts every day. One has to be outdoors, and they have to be at least about 3 to 4 hours apart from each other. You can't just do them back to back and bang it out. Also, no cheat meals, stick to a diet, and drink a gallon of water every day. And take a picture of yourself every day. And that's actually, like, oftentimes the hardest part is that picture. Because it seems so insignificant and trivial. It's like, well, why do I need to take a picture? But, like, that taking a picture of yourself is a representation of doing the small things every day, the little things that we overlook to accomplish our dreams and goals that we really want, right? So if we can get used to doing the small activities with or the seemingly insignificant things with the same commitment and integrity as big things, then we're kind of in a position of winning. So on top of that, for phase 1 of 75 Hard, I'd already finished the 75 days, and then phase 1 is 30 days, and it's all the same tasks, and you add 10 minutes of dedicated visualization, so you can't, like, do it during your workout or something, you know what I mean? Like, you got to actually stop and sit and do that yourself. And then you add to that a 5-minute cold shower, as well as creating what he calls a power list, and that's 8 critical tasks, a minimum of 8 critical tasks for you to get done every day. And it's the practice of doing these small things and taking them all into accountability every single day. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, no fucking way. I'm tripping out right now. So I'm out on this trail, and I told you guys, my numbers that I always come across are 31625. Been my employee number. It's showed up on different like addresses and paperwork and verification codes and shit like that. And right now I'm walking by and I just see the number 31623 randomly written on a pole. I've passed by this pole a bunch of times. This wooden post. And that's never been there. I was here yesterday? Yeah, I was here yesterday and that wasn't there. Fascinating. I wonder what the 5 switching to a 3 signifies or what that means. Anyways, that's my own thing I'll go look up later. Anyway, doing doing phase 1 is hard, man. It's really, really hard. And I guess that's the point. It's like, it's weird because it's like, when you actually are like regimented and you're strict and you're like, follow it, and you just become a student of your calendar, basically, then like the shit becomes easier for some reason. And, well, I shouldn't say easier. Caramel flan? Sorry, reading stuff. Caramel flan, like what? Yo, okay, side note, I'm gonna fully derail myself right here. But have you guys seen the movie Envy? It's with, it's such a low-key underrated movie. I don't even know why, if it ever hit theaters, but almost hardly anybody ever heard of this movie, and it's called Envy, and it's with Jack Black and Ben Stiller. And like, these motherfuckers are funny, dude, you know what I mean? So like, a movie with them two, and they play neighbors, and Ben Stiller was like living the life, he's killing it, he's got his little bean-shaped pool, and all this, and then the neighbor, Jack Black, who's kind of like the fuck around, like not as successful, not as straight-laced, whatever, just kind of like a wild card sort of dude. He ends up striking it rich because he creates some product called Vaporize, and you spray it at poo, and then the poo vaporizes. And then, okay. Well, I'm like, why am I even talking about this? But because at the end of the movie, they did this infomercial where like they finally got cool and Ben Stiller chilled out. You know, Ben Stiller's always like very funnily offended. Like he's offended in very funny ways in his movies. So after he's done being offended and stuff, like him and Jack Black team up again. And then they're doing an infomercial for something called Pocket Flan. But they're calling it flan the whole time. And they're like, look, it's pocket flan. And it's like flan inside of a tube that you put in your pocket and carry. And they're like, you know, I'm just waiting in line. Pocket flan. And they keep calling it flan. So every time I see the word flan, my head goes flan, pocket flan. Yes, that was my derailment. And I don't know the original thing. Okay, got it. So doing all these tasks, it's weird for 75 hard in phase 1. It's weird because sometimes when I'm irresponsible, it seems like okay, let me say this. When I'm irresponsible with planning my day and I lag, and if I'm being irresponsible in the sense of procrastinating or I didn't execute everything correctly the day before, makes me stay up late, pushes everything back, makes it all harder, right? Excuse me. So, when I am in integrity, and I'm on my shit and I'm on point, the day and time seems to expand. But like when I'm like out of integrity and I'm not on point, bugs hitting me in the face. Yuck. That was gross. So it's like, when I don't have integrity and procrastination is inside my work, then the day contrasts and it gets smaller and I have way less time and I'm rushing and forcing to do everything. But, I should say, and when I'm on point, game tight, everything I said I was going to do exactly when I said I was going to do it, all of a sudden the day expands and I have more time to do stuff. Like today, I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get everything done, man? Like, because I kind of woke up late. I got off to a late start. Me and my kiddo were just doing a bunch of other random stuff. Well, not random, but just other stuff we had to do. And I was like, fuck, I did my workout late, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And just this whole thing. But then I realized I did the math wrong, and I'm actually still on schedule to be able to do all my stuff. Because what happens is, like, let's say you do the first workout like 2 hours later than you normally did. Well, now you still have to have that 3 to 4 hour gap in between. So it's like, for example, let's say, for me, I always plan or like want to do my workout like before 10 a.m. So that way, if it's like, let's say I do it at 10, that's 10, 11, 12, 1. So then I can do my workout after 1 p.m. And that usually works out for my schedule and what I'm up to and stuff, right? Like I can do it on my lunch. I can do the second one on my lunch break. But here's the thing. If I wake up and I lag around and I don't get out of the house till 11, then that puts me at 11, 12, 1, 2. So now I can't do my workout until after 2. So for example, like if I'm down here and I got to drop off my kid at like noonish to school, and then I have to pick him up at like 3-ish. If I time it all wrong, then I make it so I can't do my workout while I'm waiting for him at school. You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing, it's like, let's say I plan it all, I time it all right. And like right now I'm doing my second workout while he's at school. I thought I couldn't do the workout while he's at school because I did my math wrong before. So now that I recalculated, I'm like, whoa, I can actually get this workout in and be back to him exactly on time. Like I'm literally working within a window of like a minute or two. So like if there's traffic lights or something, that might put me a minute or two behind. But I don't plan on being behind. I plan on being exactly perfectly on time. So because I just kind of accidentally got my stuff in, this makes the difference of me having to do this second workout at like nighttime after I get home. So like, let's say I pick up my kid from school and then I got to drive up and then go work all the way the fuck up north because my son's school's like way the fuck down south. So then like it throws it all off and it's hella different. What's going on, man? So like it makes a difference. So let's say I fucking pick up my kid, or let's say I do my workout late in the morning. Then that means I pick up my kid and then I have to go to work and then I have to do my workout. And it's like, that's way different than me being able to do this workout right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if I could do this right now, then I'm free in the evening to do whatever the fuck I want. So you see, it's like time expands and you get a lot more shit done when before you thought you couldn't. But all it really takes is just dedicating to doing it. And that's why this whole thing is a mental toughness challenge, is because it's exactly that. It's like we're all capable of doing these workouts and doing these tasks every day. But it's like, do you have the mental toughness and the mental capacity and the grit to complete it? You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing, is like, I heard Andy Frisella say, yo, like, and this is what officially sold me on getting started. Like I said, it's free. It's just if you choose to want to make your life better or not. You know what I mean? You can deny it and criticize and say, oh, I already do this and that. Well, cool. If you already do, then just fucking take it on. You know what I'm saying? So if you're really about it. And, but what he said was like, dude, when is there ever going to be a perfect, opportune 75 days in a row? When? When will there be 75 straight perfect days in a row? And that hit me. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Never. Like, there will never be 75 straight days of everything's perfect. It's impossible. For the fact that we're humans, you know what I'm saying? Now, you can go about life and appreciate and have gratitude for every day and say it's perfect exactly the way it is and take the day in as it is. Cool. And at the same time, it's like, that's not easy every day. Sometimes it's tougher than other days. You know what I mean? Maybe you've gotten to a point in your life where it is easy to do that every day. But here's the thing is, even if that is easy, you still have what we call adulting happening. And it's not fun when, it's like shit doesn't line up or work out or whatever. You get in an accident, you drop something, you break something, somebody yells at you, whatever, right? Something that makes you not feel good. Well, that's kind of the thing is like with mental toughness, when people make you not feel good, you have the ability to bounce back and stay doing what you're committed to. So that's like, what's fucking trippy is like, all right, well, no matter how I feel, I'm getting it done. And I think that's what's required in order to have the success that we all want to have, how we view and deem success to be successful for us individually. So, there will never be a perfect 75 days in a row. Like, which 75 days out of the year are you going to pick to dedicate to make yourself and your life that much more integral and stronger and mentally tough? You know what I mean? Like, if you can just know that 75 days in a row, there's going to be some great days, times, some sucky-ass days and sucky-ass times, and you still commit and you still accomplish it, that's the difference, what I see between a high achiever and somebody who just doesn't get what they want and settles in life. Now, it's just trippy to think about, man. Like, there really never will be a perfect 75 days in a row. So for the next 75 days moving forward, what are you going to accomplish? Or more so, I think, probably even a more impactful question, in the next 75 days, what are you not going to accomplish? Damn, dude. Manual sound effects again. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. No, but really, though, like, when are you going to have fucking 75 days to get better? Well, the next 75 days, from here forward, if you're lucky enough and blessed enough to be alive in 75 days from now, would you rather be better or worse? Would you rather have gotten 1% better every day up until then? Or 1% worse every day up until then? Or 3 days on point, 4 days off point, 3 days on, 4 days off, 2 days on, 5 days off, right? Like, however the maths, it's like, dude, pick your ratio, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be hard shit no matter what the fuck is going on. So, choose your hard, right? And this is like, dude, well, whoa, what the fucking animal was that? I just saw what looked like a fucking beaver run across this trail. We do not have beavers in San Diego. The hell was it? It was way too big to be a squirrel or bunny. Bro, what was that thing? Oh, I see a nest over here. It better not fucking jump out at me, dude. I'm not ready for all that right now. I don't know what that was. Interesting. But yeah, dude, like, bruh, when are you gonna have 75 days that are opportune? You might as well just dedicate the next 75 days to being better, doing better, getting better, and hold yourself accountable. So that's like the power of the app and all that shit, is like it holds you accountable and it helps you hold yourself accountable. And that was kind of where I was struggling before I started. Now I'm thinking about it. But now I think back, it's silly to even consider, which is I was like, no, but like I need somebody to remind me of all these things. And that is exactly the difference between creating success for yourself or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, it's up to us. And it's like, well, within the next time frame or timeline of however many days are going to happen, are you going to fucking use them to get better or worse? Because it's like, and this is for myself too. I'm not out here like I got this shit figured out. You guys hear me documenting as I'm learning and as ideas spark and downloads come to me and whatever. And it's just what I share, you know? And also, this episode is another completely unscripted episode. It's just fully off the dome. Like, I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I didn't write a single note for this episode. Sometimes I'll write notes, and then what I do is go completely opposite of my notes. which is weird, but that's just kind of part of my process. Sometimes for the inspiration for my show, I write a gang of notes. I'll write out a bunch of stuff, and then I'll be like, I'm going to do exactly opposite of what I just wrote down. And I don't know why, but when I do that, those seem to be the episodes that hit the hardest for people. And like people comment on and say, yo, that shit was good or whatever, right? So, there's just something powerful about just doing, right? Like, just fucking do it. You don't need anybody to remind you. Like, remind your damn self. That's the point of this app, this book, this program. It's like, do you have the mental toughness and the mental capacity to hold your damn self accountable? So this is where it's important and like very ideal to be able to join the tribe in a sense, which means it's like you have people working through the same struggle, the same challenge, you know? And it's like, fuck, this guy. And it's like you see people who you would judge as like, well, I don't know if you guys think this way, but like, if you were to judge as people, you'd say, man, I'm like way more capable of this person, or I'm way less capable. This person's way more capable than me. So like when you see people who are like younger than you, weaker than you, tougher times and circumstances than you, doing it. And then you see people who are fucking multi-millionaires, fully in shape, buff, successful, the whole fucking thing, and they're doing it. But it's like, whether you're fucking like killing it in life, or you're fucking struggling in life, or you're weak as fuck, or you're strong as fuck, or whatever, it's still the same challenge. And that's what's fascinating. It's like, yo, like, this is gonna challenge you. Sorry, I heard somebody creeping on me. I had to like be quiet for a minute. It was just my keys. But there's a bunch of weirdos over in this spot where I'm at. But no, it's like no matter who you are, and if you're fucking frail or you're the toughest motherfucker on the planet, this is still a mental toughness challenge. And it doesn't fucking matter how mentally tough you are or not, because it's just the challenge of it. And it's like, we all have access to the same challenge. So what I would do is like, I would start following 75 hard hashtag, and then I would find people who I kind of resonated with, or like, I don't know, would comment on each other's things or this or that or whatever. It's like, I met some fucking amazing people just from the hashtag 75 hard on Instagram. Like the people that follow me and I follow them and whatever, it's like, bro, like, you're this fucking cool? It's like, whoa, yeah, like, you're this cool? It's like, bro, like, we're from completely different countries or sides of the country, or like, you know, it's like, wow, it's fascinating that we all kind of came to, it's good to be mentally tough, it's good to practice this, and it doesn't matter if you live in fucking California, Indiana, Montana, Idaho, Florida, whatever, it's like, it's still the same mental toughness challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're going to have different weather factors and stuff, and I kind of have it easy being here in San Diego. And I guess that's kind of also part of the struggle, because when you live out here and the weather's so nice constantly, well, with the exception of the last few months and all these fucking chemtrails and that's a whole nother thing. Let me fold up my tinfoil hat, put that back real quick. No, but it's like, dude, when the struggle is the same for each fucking person, it's like, yo, I'm not in this alone. And then that community, that tribe just starts building, and it's like, dude, there's people I met through this hashtag who I super fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, to the point where it's like, yo, like, if I'm in your state, I'm gonna come see you. Or I mean, if I'm even within like 300 miles of you, I'm gonna come see you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, one individual like that for me is Jimmy. What up, Jimmy? You are fucking cool, bro, and I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't think you, Jimmy, when you hear this, I don't think you understand how big of a role you play in, like, the motivation for me to keep doing this all the time. Because it's like, I'm just some regular-ass motherfucker. You're some regular-ass motherfucker. But at the same time, we're special and powerful because we choose to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, every human being, no matter how special or not special or whatever the fuck you are, or how you identify, has access to this. And a lot of people just don't want to face their shit, you know? But like, dude, the friends you can make, the community that can happen, the fucking lessons, the takeaway, all of this, it's like, wow, man, it's really fucking beautiful. And hold on, I'm somewhere sketchy right now. I'm gonna do this bridge where all these like crackheads live and shit. Just passing through, just passing through. Okay, I think I'm clear. If not, there's a 2x4 right here I can fucking beat someone with if I need. What? No. Where am I, guys? I'm actually lost right now. Well, I'm not lost, but I don't know where the fuck I'm at exactly. Oh, never mind. I know where I'm at. Okay, time to head back. Gotta go pick up kiddo from school. No, but it's like, it's amazing when you like choose to take on doing some hard shit on purpose, and you meet other people who take on doing hard shit on purpose, and you're like, dude, we're very different and exactly the same. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I've learned about like all fucking people, no matter where the fuck you live on this planet. Like people I've met in other countries and ghettos and nice neighborhoods and rich neighborhoods and middle neighborhoods, the whole thing. It's like everybody's the fucking same to some capacity. Now, I don't mean that we all experience the same feeling or no, let me see. I will say I understand we don't experience the same experiences in life, and each of our life and perspective is unique. And because all of our life and perspective is unique, that makes it not unique because it's amongst everybody, right? If everybody has this, if everybody has something, it's not unique anymore because everybody's got it. So that's kind of like the trippiness of duality, and I guess the reality of duality is that it's like that, right? Like, it's not special that you're special. That's exactly it, though. Like, it's, okay, you could also say it as, it's special. It makes you special that you're not special, because everybody's special. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing. You could say important. It's like you're not important because you are important. Or you are important because you're not important. Right? Like however that hits you, if you pick up what I'm laying down, you dig? No, but really, it's like, dude, we all have so much power and capabilities. And like one thing I've noticed from doing meditation, breath work, plant medicines, all these different things is that like most of the time, people just don't know how to take deep breaths or breathe deeply. And when you live in the state of not taking deep breaths, you become this kind of person. And when you're that's not deep breathing, and you're disconnected from the source of life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like breathing deep, being able to breathe all the way into your diaphragm, all the way down to your toes, and breathe out. That's healing. That's the source of life. That's tapping into the source of life. And that's also what's beautiful about nature and why it's important to go get grounded, touch trees, talk to plants, just breathe in the nature air, all of this. It's like you connect to the source of life. And the source of life is around us everywhere. It doesn't matter where you live. You can live in the snow. You can live on a farm. You can live in the fucking fields. You can live on the ocean. You can live in the sand. You can live in the air. You can live on a boat. Like, you can live in the forest. You can live on a ranch. Like, you could live in a mansion. It doesn't matter. There's nature everywhere. So, why not tap into the source of life when it's just in abundance, nonstop everywhere? Like, as I walk these trails, I like to know all the local plants. And a lot of them are, like, familiar to me now. I'm like, oh, I know what these are. And if I don't remember the name, I know the use. Or why you shouldn't use it or eat it or anything, right? So, like, for me, I don't really care about names of stuff. Like, all that can be researchable, whatever. But I'm more like, oh, big metal rod on the floor. Like, if you know how they work and what they're used for, that's like, better and more useful than just knowing the names of stuff, right? Like in terms of like real life application. I guess in this day and age, if you were to have the internet and say, oh, this is what this is called, you could look it up. But what you would be looking up is the actual use, and therefore the name wouldn't matter again. So that's where I come from with that. But the source of life is around us, dude. You could live, like I said, snow, mountains, grass, whatever. Like Liver King talks about it. He's like, dude, you could live in fucking New York City and you can still go and fucking stand barefoot in the dirt and touch the tree in the planter. You know what I'm saying? People might judge you or whatever, but if you live in New York, I don't think you care about people judging you. Like, New York people are just different. And you New York people know you guys are different. And that's what makes you special. But that's also what makes you not special, and that's exactly what makes you special. Like, being a New Yorker, that's special. But what's different from you and the next guy? What makes you different from your neighbor? Right? So it's like, are all you guys New Yorkers, even though this guy has fucked up points of views? Right? So I don't know, it's just kind of funny when you zoom in and zoom out on like titles or statuses and stuff, you know, it's just really funny. There's often a lot of duality that exists in it. But yeah, man, like, it's just really trippy and interesting, like, how abundant the source of life is at all fucking times. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now I'm surrounded by all trees and rocks and dirt and water, and like out here it's a bunch of like, they call it sagebrush, but it's like fake sage. Well, I don't know how to explain this. Whoa, it was a fat ass lizard. Holy shit, bruh. You're the biggest local lizard I've ever seen. That thing was probably like 9-10 inches. What the fuck? And that's big for out here. Normally they're only like fucking 6-7 inches. Yeah, like 4 to 7 inches. But yeah, no, it's like I'm walking around, there's the like I said, I forget the names of them. But the Addict plant, like I talked about, like the Chinese plant, that root, the one with the red root, fuck, man. I forget at the moment. But it's also called fox. Okay, never mind, dude. You see what I'm talking about? I know what the fucking plant is used for, and I know that it's safe, and I know how to use it, and I know a bunch of different uses for it, but I forget the name of it all the time, right? My point is that surrounding me, there's all these plants that heal and do stuff and like bring life to life. Without all these plants, we couldn't exist. Like right now I'm looking at purple and white flowers and all the different types of palm trees. That's one thing that's cool is in California, especially Southern California and San Diego specifically, there's just like, and there's like where I'm standing right now, there's palm trees and bamboo and oak trees and this Addict plant. I forget the name in English. Mansa something. Anyway, Mansa Abba, I forget. But I'm surrounded by all these plants. I'm like, oh my goodness, dude, these are beautiful. Then they also have these trees. I forget the name of it, but the Indians would use, or not the Indians. Indians don't consider themselves Indians or Native Americans. They consider themselves indigenous. So the indigenous people would use these plants. I forget the name of it, but they're like, the branches are incredibly flexible, and they would use them as like tent stakes or like to build like roofs on shelters and stuff like that. So like as I walk around here, I'm like, dude, I know the flowers I could use for plant baths, to take baths and shit, and like, as well as like the uses for all the other plants and stuff. What's going on, man? And like, you could legit fucking survive off of them, man. Like you can take these tent stake tree things I'm talking about and fucking bend them all, and you can even use the thinner ones to like tie to like as rope, you know, and then you take the palm fronds and then you make layers with them, and then you pack the mud in different places for insulation, And like, if we're out here and you're with me, we got a fucking hut, we got a house, we got bath, we got fucking medicine, we got food. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I have learned how to like filter water naturally and do different things like this just with the plants around. Like, if you didn't know, you can take what's it called? A cat's tail, I think it's called. But it's like that brown thing that like grows in lakes and it looks like a corn dog. And there's videos of people being like, oh, wild corn dogs, and they bite it. It's just a mouthful of fluff. But you can actually, if you have brown water or water with sediment in it, if you plug a cattail into a bottle or whatever, and you let it filter through the cattail or the corn dog, whatever, I think it's called a cattail, it'll filter out all the dirt and sediment, and all of a sudden you have clear water that drips out at the end of it. It takes a long time, but it works. But here's the thing is, if you do that, you still have to boil the water after, but it will make it clear, which is pretty cool. And if you don't know about like filtering water, boiling water, when it's safe to drink or not safe to drink, I highly suggest you look up videos on how to filter water and like what makes it drinkable or not drinkable, how to do it naturally or whatever, right? Like, let's say you didn't get a water filter. They're all stolen from the stores. Everybody bought them, whatever. It's like, well, shit. Can you still do it in nature? And I want to be like, well, yes, I fucking can. You know what I mean? So, it's like, dude, there's food all around us. There's medicine all around us. There's fucking healing plants. There's information in a lot of these plants. There's technology inside of these plants. And that's what makes like plant medicines and stuff so powerful and impactful, is that like, dude, like, there's a ton of technology in these plants and information in them. And that's the thing, is like, when you learn or you've been shown or you're taught or somebody facilitates the ability to, or not the ability, but when somebody facilitates a safe space with the right medicines, with the right traditions and the right songs and the right prayers and all that, then you unlock and you know how to harness and use the technology. So that's why like a lot of people, when they just go and do shrooms and they're just doing it to do it, don't really understand what they're experiencing. And afterwards, like, wow, that was really cool. I was like, all right, well, like, what did you learn? What did all that mean? It's like, I don't fucking know. It was just cool. You know, so like, that's the thing, is like, I know for myself, I'm an interpreter of these things. I know how to interpret these messages. All the downloads, I can like do them for myself and others. And that's one of my gifts that I have, is like, a lot of the information that comes from above or through these plants, I have the ability to filter and like make it make sense. Now, at the same time, this has nothing to do with me, right? It's just like that big deal. It doesn't fucking matter. Everybody has this ability to an extent. It's just like, how much are you going to practice and tap into it? So I think about this and it's like, well, it's not special that that's one thing I happen to have like a kind of natural gift at. So it's the thing, is like, you could be naturally fucking gifted and talented all you want, but if you don't practice, it does not matter. And if you don't do it and do it and do it and do it, it doesn't matter. So because of that, it's like, it doesn't matter how naturally fucking adept or whatever you are, how good at it you are by nature, if you can't fucking practice and do it consistently, then it really, really doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? And like, why do stuff or have skills that don't matter? You know? So this is why I'm like so big right now on like, well, not right now, just I guess over the next course of my life, is like to be really in tune with and learning and studying and practicing shamanism. Because that is basically, you're the interpreter, you're the facilitator and interpreter for a lot of people, and their journeys and their missions and their spirituality and stuff like that. So that's the thing, is like, I don't have anything in life fucking figured out, and I will never consciously take on a perspective of I've got everything figured out. Because I don't. It's continuous learning constantly. And every day I learn something new. And I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to learn something new every day, because why the fuck not? Because like I said, over the next year, over the next 75 days, over the next 30 days, what are you going to create or not create? What could have been created? You know what I mean? It's like, had we harnessed the power of 75 whole days, what can be accomplished? What's possible? You know what I mean? Whoa, that was a weird-ass planner. See this? Oh, it's got all these bumps. Ew, that's creepy. I don't know what that one is. Huh. I'll have to look that up next time. Or actually, I'm going to look it up right now. Oh, no. Okay, I'm still recording. Good. I thought I closed the recording thing. But yeah, man, like I said, we can have the next days of our lives, the next 30 days, 75 days, be whatever and however we want them. And I think it's important to just choose and decide, all right, I'm making them good. I'm making them powerful. And even though times are going to suck, I'm still going to do this shit because I'm a fucking G and I got this shit and I'm blessed to be alive and on Earth and to inhabit this planet. You know what I mean? It's a fucking blessing. Even if life sucks right now, even if you're in debt, even if bill collector's calling, baby's mama's on your throat, fucking, you're getting sued or this or that, whatever. Your best friend died, you're fucking whatever, right? Like, it's all okay, and it will be okay. I promise you that. That's the thing, is like nothing in life is permanent. Everything is impermanent. And when everything's impermanent, that means we kind of have freedom to do whatever the fuck we want, you know? Respectfully. So, I encourage everybody to go get out into nature, go get grounded, talk to some trees, talk to some plants, engage in nature. Allow yourself to tap into the source of life. And it's like, I know for myself, if I'm all fucked in the head or I'm all jacked up in my thinking or ways of being or whatever, if I tap into the source of life, I come back. And what are the two easiest sources of life? Well, immediately where you're at, you could be in your car, your office, your house, in jail, on top of a mountain, in the fucking woods, whatever. And you have the ability to take a breath. That is one of the greatest sources of life. So tap into it. Take a deep breath all the way down into your gut. Let it out. Take a deep breath all the way in through your nose, your lungs, down through your stomach, down through your legs, all the way into your toes. And blow it and exhale and blow it all out from all the way from the bottom of your toes, up your legs, up your stomach, up your chest, through your arms. Pull all the stress from your brain and blow that shit out. Take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths with me, guys. It's powerful to do that. It's good for you to do that. You're designed to do that. That's what you're supposed to do. It's what we're all supposed to do. And the reason that we stop having life is because we stop having breath. So consider, the more tapped into and aware you are, or we are, of our breathing and our breaths, and the breaths that we take, then the more tapped into the reality of life and source and God that we are. So why would you not want to tap into that if you're fucking breathing anyways? And this is a way to appreciate breathing and not take it for granted while it's still good. You know, it's like, it's all too common for somebody to break their arm or their finger and be like, man, I wish I would have appreciated my arm or my finger or whatever. It's like, yeah, you know, exactly, like, because it sucks to not have it or to have it broken or not be able to use it. So it's like, dude, appreciate it before you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Use your deep breaths before you don't have them. You know, it's like, you are responsible for giving yourself your last breath. So why not make every breath good up until that point? Take deep, meaningful, powerful, godly breaths. Breaths like it's a gift from God to be able to breathe and be alive. That's how we need to be breathing. That's how we need to be appreciating and relating to each other. You know what I'm saying? And this only comes from the source of life. And I think that's why, like, I didn't want any notes or anything as I did this. I was like, dude, I'm just going to let whatever needs to be said filter through me through the means of nature and this walking trail and all these trees. My alarm went off, so I got cut off. I was going to say, I'm just letting the message flow through me, through the wind, the water, these trees, these plants, the dirt, the rocks on the floor, the birds, the bees, that wild creature that ran across the trail, I don't know what it was, the lizards, the horse shit, the beautiful smelling flowers, the healing plants, the plants that are protective plants and do harm, the plants that add, the plants that are bad for humans, the plants we consider weeds, the plants we consider flowers, all of that. I'm gonna just let it flow through me. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's the power. It's like, I just spoke for like a fucking hour with no idea, no topic, other than I'm just gonna let this fucking episode flow through me. Because I'm out in nature, and this is what nature does for us. It gives us life, and it gives us information and details and downloads. Now, I can't go back and remember every single thing I just said in the last hour. And because I'm doing this work and I decide to just bust out a phone while I'm out on my walk, that I can now go back and listen to whatever the fuck downloads I downloaded from my brain or things that I said that might be impactful for myself, right? And that's kind of what's so dope about documenting is like, damn, I said that, I really meant that. Or I said that, I didn't mean that at all. I was full of shit. Or damn, I was really on a good one. Or whatever, right? But that's like, when we do the work, we document, it exposes reality in a major way. And that's why taking on a mental toughness challenge is a very good idea, because it exposes your reality that you live in. You know, it takes you away from, I don't have enough time, I'm not strong enough, I'm not this, that, whatever. It really just erases all your excuses because you either did it or you didn't. You know what I mean? And when you either do something or don't, and it's plain and fucking clear, that's when shit really fucking starts moving. That's that level of accountability that takes us to the next level. So, with that being said, you guys, this is the Damn Dude motherfucking podcast, season 3, episode 20. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back to professional audio equipment and video and all that soon enough. But a lot of people actually like these like ghetto episodes where I'm just on the go and fucking just no topic, right? So, like a goth kid at the mall, let's make this a hot topic. Alright, you guys, I love you guys, I appreciate you guys. Please be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their best friends, cousins, uncles, sparrow tagging, cacao farming, wood digging fishermen about the Damn Dude podcast. Like I said, the show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different contexts and perspectives that we have in life. So, let's share them, let's get that out there. Let's keep it real as fuck all the fucking time. I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful motherfucking day. Peace.